7th position. Okay, Michael, get ready.
This will be the Imola practice race for the season. Over 30 clan season starts in a couple of weeks, so we're just testing setups using AI cars, so be a little bit of a predictable pattern, but get the idea how the car will handle in traffic today. Full update.
The car's looking good, no damage. 12.7 gallons remaining. We're not seeing any significant tyre wear. Your tyres are cold, watch out. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
All right.
Green, green, green.
He's still with you. He's still with you. He's still there. He's still there. You're in the middle. Left side's clear. Clear all round.
Collard is now in the lead.
Car right. Right side's clear. Car on your right.
Oh,
right.
that was bad move, bad move. Dive bound it and got a penalty on it, so don't do that again. A little too aggressive.
Car on your left side. Left side's clear.
This setup's a little loose. We'll see if as our tires warm up we get a little bit better. Looking a little hot on one of our tires.
6th place.
Tire status?
P20. 7.7 seconds behind.
Ain't not much. Hey, I'm streaming a test race here, so we gotta be. We can't be naughty on our talk. So you like my 3 a.m. purchase?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me actually.
No, I think it was pretty much foregone conclusion by the time I got off last night. Yeah, I think I could take a trip in the morning.
That was a wise purchase.
Yeah, it was $140 less than I think I was seeing it online. I wish the quick release was there. You know what? I should go back through, but it didn't look like it was inside the package. So.
Yeah, the newer stock doesn't include it. Older stock did. It's like a cost-saving
Left
thing.
side's clear.
Instead of raising the price on the unit, they just don't include the quick release anymore. Instead, over time, they have to raise the prices.
Well, at least that's a newer stock, so it wasn't sitting on the shelf for a while then. But they did not have the quick release there, because I looked to see if they had any accessories or anything else, and they did not. So
yeah, it's quite interesting that Micro Center adopted some of that stuff, but they're not a full service center. It's just you can grab bits and pieces there. You know what I mean? You can't necessarily build a full thing, which to me feels kind of odd. Because if they made a deal with someone like Rig Metal or a shop that did the rigs, they, piece-wise covered all the
Brake
gamut.
temperatures are okay.
Options.
Your tyre temps are all good. Okay, Michael. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Look at it and build a whole breakthrough there.
well, it looks like they're starting to expand it, because they had a whole section of Thrustmaster wheels and pedals, and then they also have like a bunch of flight simulator stuff. And I just wanted to get in and out, so I really didn't look around to see what rigs they had. It looks like they have a couple of additional rigs on the website that they didn't have before. So it looks like they're starting to get into it, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they ultimately do. There was no 80-20 rigs set up, though. It was all like what I had before, the FGT, or couple of those. They had a couple
that
of.
Makes sense because the vast majority of people are not going to spend $6,000. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of money on a bunch of different stuff.
All right,
I mean,
Michael,
in
the next
reality,
car is
they do
Blomqvist.
need to have at least every aspect of rig building covered, even if it's cheaper stuff.
Yeah, it was funny. They had a Thrustmaster with the True Force setup, and while I was waiting for them to grab my order, I started playing around with it. I'm like, oh yeah, no way. like once you're on the direct drive stuff, it's you kind of go back to that and you go, huh? Oh yeah, nope. But at the time, I was like, even that G920 was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
It didn't feel bad. It's just something that you kind of knew. Like as soon as you did it, it was like, oh yeah, no, this is
They're not very sharp. They just feel kind of mushy in comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, I would bet if I go back to the old belt drive wheel, compared to even this DD, it would be totally different. I can't wait to now figure out how to get the SimCube going.
Yeah. Well, you could tell by the weight difference that things would have some potential.
Oh my god, it's crazy. Yeah, it looks like it's got the quick release pin, it's got the cube, and then it has the emergency stop. And then I thought maybe the quick release was that piece that is on the motor. I should take the tape off and look, but I don't think it was, so.
No, it'll be the quick release actually has to mount on the back of the wheel. So the mating, you'd be looking at the mating portion of the
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did order that plate, and I ordered the gussets were only $16, so I ordered, but they didn't have them in black, only silver, so that's the only bummer part. But I could spray paint those real quick if I wanted to.
Great.
And then I couldn't remember the website where we found the Fanatec conversion. That was all in stock, so. And that's only a couple $100. Because that's right now. That's the one thing I'm torn on. Is I love this wheel. So I'm like.
There is some advantages. I know it's a tough situation because you're not getting. It would be a little bit different if you picked a different wheel style, because then you'd have like options you can go back and forth to for different functions. But since you're actually directly trying to replace something you already like, you're trying to ensure that something you get is actually tangibly better or offers you something. In reality, the product you have now has a really nice feature set.
Yep.
some of it I don't think is necessary, like the haptic feedback, but the rim
That was,
suits you really well and
147.21.
it's made of quality materials. I do think the higher end wheels would be better materials. Whether it's necessary, it's not necessary. I don't think it would just be getting everything on that top level, but the difference I don't think is going to be super huge.
Yeah, I mean, I have the magnetic shifters, and I have, the faceplate of this is carbon fiber. What I like about this is all the buttons in it. I like all the encoders and buttons. This thing's packed, so I have the whole wheels really mapped out real well for all of that. And the one that Butts has, it's got a few less buttons, but I could make that work. But if I can get this one to just be the wheel that I convert over to the SimCube, then I just do that. I'd save myself a few $100 that way anyway.
Okay, Michael, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. That's half distance. The fuel's okay.
I got 10 minutes left in this race, so I can.
Oh, so the season getting pretty close. Have you talked to Marcus lately? Is he wanting to join us?
Captain Blomqvist.
I will text him later today and see if he wants to get. Yeah.
A couple weeks.
Yeah. I was gonna text him and find out if he wanted to get on and start practicing, because he'll have to start getting used to everything too.
Yeah, and it'll be a good time now, ahead of time, before we're kind of overwhelmed with
The gap behind is now
the first
4.0
1 to 2
seconds.
weeks
Lap times are pretty consistent.
messy, with people basically trying to get back in the groove and scrambling a bit, especially with patch 1.8. I mean, we'll just see how much time it takes to get in the groove, but he'd be better off if he was interested to get started with us this week, because he's going to be further behind the curve.
Yeah, I'll text him right after this race, and because if he's around today, the rig's not here yet, so I'm assuming it'll get here later. So it might be a tomorrow build by the time I get around to it.
Sector 2 time is quick.
Sim racing machines.
Oh, is that where it was?
I think that's Fanatec Formula 2.5 30. Oh, they actually sell them.
Yeah, because as soon as I'm done with this race, if they have all that, I can actually just order it.
Collard is now leading.
Benja said simracingmachines.com.
Does it say anything about it working with the software, or is it just... I would imagine it's got to work with the software if it's just converting over.
I would assume so. I mean, otherwise it wouldn't be used wheel properly. But
Yeah, because then you wouldn't be able to get your LEDs and all that other stuff. It's gotta just... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a device attached, so all FanaLab has to do is see it, so...
yeah. Sales increase. I don't want to send a machine off. Verify. Year question is definitely valid. I can't.
I mean, I would think if I plug this right in the USB, it's still a recognized device, and if it's got the conversion to fit onto a different motor, then it would.
That's a new fastest lap for Jaminet, 146.08.
For Formula V 2.5.
That lap was at 147.06.
I think this. I don't know if this is a 2.5 or if it's a 2.0, but they should be the same wheel.
Yeah, it offers 2 and 2.5.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah.
And so that one, yeah, this is. So that kit
All right,
basically
Michael, you've
turns
got half
into a
your fuel
circular
left.
pattern, which would then connect
one's
up
quick.
to semi-cube.
Got it.
It would be like an intermediary piece that connects to the Fanatec, like that circular connector with pins on
Focus on the
it.
exits. We can go
And it
faster here.
converts
That's
that
5
to a
minutes to go.
6-volt
5
pattern
minutes.
and has a coiled USB cable coming out of it.
Got it.
So
Okay.
So, yeah, you plug that to USB and then you connect your quick release on the back of this. So I think that's probably all you're going to need other than the quick release. This. It says in stock. And your options are choose which type of cable. So you just want a standard USB plug. You can get which. Please tell us which mounting you were using. We'll say semi-cube AC. How old is your wheel? And then recommended if using SC2. Add a quick.
Do they have the SimCube quick release in stock?
146.01.
It says SRM SC2 wheel side quick release non-threaded 20
You've just done a
I wonder if it's their own
147.74.
variant of it. It looks like you can add the quick release. So it was 141 pounds with all the options that you need.
Shipped from Europe, or is it a U.S.?
I believe it's crypto. Okay, so in stock are... Yeah, they have their own little SCR. Yeah, there it is. So they have their quick release saves you money. I'm looking at it, and it would mount directly to the Civic.
All right, cool.
And that's only 28 pounds because it's and then they give you a $5 discount to buy it with the wheel adapter.
Oh, perfect. All right, yeah, I got 2.5 minutes left on this race, so I'll jump on and then I'll get that ordered.
This looks like it would get it done, although. So here's my other thought. What do you have for wheel rims right now? You have your Formula?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so what are you doing with your old stuff?
Well,
where I'm going with this is that if you buy a wheel, if you end up selling the stuff, then they can just buy the wrong wheel. If you use the stuff for a second break at the shop or in your basement, you will need a wheel. So if you did buy something, you use the best one for you, use the other one for the other grade.
Yeah.
If you sell the stuff, then it doesn't matter. You don't need to buy one. Like, you know what I mean?
You've just done a 147.48. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So that, I guess, if you know what's going to happen with some of your stuff, Guns is definitely interested in upgrading, and I was trying to talk him into buying everything he had that was usable by him. And, I mean, he's like, I guess he can make a decision until he comes back, but so he can use it and take one if he wants it.
Well, that's a good point too, right? Like the wheel and the DD. Like I won't need the CSL DD now.
No.
So you know that then. Yeah, I guess yeah. That's kind of
Yeah, you have to figure out if if you do end up using the wheel base yourself, either at your house or at the shop, then having that other wheel makes sense. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So, I guess, well, you have two wheel bases, I suppose.
Yeah, I have the belt
Okay,
one.
Michael, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I still have that one kind of sitting around. But you know, yeah, if Guns was looking at going to a DD, yeah, it would just be this DD plus the old wheel set. He'd be all set.
Yeah, and the thing is, I guess,
And because the other oh, go ahead.
Right. Well, so what I'm thinking about is, I'm just trying to figure out what makes the most sense in the scenario. If you did buy another wheel rim, first of all, if you didn't like it, there usually are return policies as good. If you got it and you liked it, then you would just leave your old wheel rim with the DD and sell it as part of the kit. And if you didn't like it, then you could return it and get the adapters, or just get the adapters and keep it and sell the wheel rim like that and sell it to someone else. But long story short, you have potentially a need for two wheel rims depending on what you do with your hardware.
Yeah.
So that also, like, it softens the flow a little bit for actually buying a second wheel.
Well, the other thing too is that none of the wheels, I don't think any of the wheels are in stock that we were looking at, right? I'm on the final lap, so since I'm almost done here. I got 5th place, not bad.
Another quick release now is back in stock at Symbiote, please, but you don't need that right now.
P5. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.